10 days later after your shahada,
maybe even less.
you met Belqasem.
That's why I say Belqasem is a gift from Allah.
How is Belqasem as a husband?
He's Algerian. This is an example. Interesting.
Yes.
When I went the first time to Algeria,
Yes.
I discovered that culturally, then nobody can enter in the middle, you know.
Allah. What an amazing story. What an amazing story. I'm really impressed. But what I know, because Esther and me and Belqasem, we are friends.
Friends since long time.
Since long
That's
time.
why
So-
this is more like a conversation.
We know each other. We know the story of each other. And I know, Esther, that you knew Belqasem in Barcelona.
In this city.
In this city,
exactly.
your first time. I was not
10
able.
days later after my shahada. 10 days later my
10
shahada.
days later
Yeah.
after your shahada,
Maybe even less.
you met Belqasem.
That's why I say Belqasem is a gift from Allah.
MashaAllah.
Because I was not expecting anything of this happen in my life. What I know, I wanted a Muslim man next to me.
Of course.
I needed, because listen, to be honest, I'm that kind of person can accept everything. I really do not care. I believe religion is something even more than these technical things. You know, I'm not talking about Islam. I don't want to talk. I'm talking about Esther as person. If you have another religion, I really don't care. As long as you are happy and you respect me, it's fine. But I understood why in Islam it's better for a woman to get married with a Muslim man. Unfortunately, in these centuries, the person who always give up on her identity, value, faith included is woman. It's always been like this. It's not right, but it always has been like this in the society. If there are in the couple, in the marriage, okay, there is a woman and a man. Until today, in 2024, if there are problems connected to different faith, who is gonna give up? It's always a woman. And that is awful, but happen, unfortunately. And personally, I did not want one day, because I'm very strong in this. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to arrive one day
to have this conflict.
Not this conflict, a divorce.
Yeah,
because
directly.
I will never accept to give up on my identity.
Yes.
To satisfy the needs of another person. I will never give up my Islam for the ego of the person next to me. I will never do that. So I said, I just want a Muslim man next to me. And then because I needed somebody who guide me better. Because I'm not Muslim. My family...
You were a beginner at all this.
Yeah, I was at the beginning of my journey. I need somebody who, grow and make better my deen. So...
Grow your faith together.
And alhamdulillah, Belqasem in this, he helped me a lot. A lot.
How is Balqasem as a husband?
He's Algerian. No. Balqasem as a husband. Balqasem is a very funny and sweet person.
I know him.
Even though from outside people really don't see that. He respects me a lot. People when see us on social media, especially Western people, Italian, think that I'm covered because Balqasem pushed me to wear a hijab. I'm Muslim because Balqasem converted me to Islam. And this is very disrespectful because I'm a woman. I have my brain. I can think if I want to be Muslim or not. Nobody push me to do anything that I don't want. So they look at him like this. But Balqasem is a very respectful person.
Tell me the story about the respect.
He respects me in everything, as I respect him with his own culture, because there is something to say. And people sometimes forget that I'm Italian. You can change their religion, but it's so difficult to change the culture. I have a background, a cultural background. And for many years, I studied at university about culture, sociology, philosophy. And at the end, I'm 35 years old. I understand that I'm Italian. I'm deeply Italian.
You cannot change that.
It's not in the vein. It doesn't exist any Italian blood. No, it's about the way you grow, the way you grow, the way my parents raised me. So I'm Italian. I have my culture. I give my hand, I hug people. So this is, for example, this is an example, interesting.
Yes.
When I went the first time to Algeria,
yes,
I discovered that culturally, the woman don't give a hand to don't shake hand with the man, and men don't shake hand with women. I was quite, shocked because I never talked about this topic because there is no reason, to talk about it. So the first time I arrived to Algeria, I started giving my hand to everybody. I'm Italian. I speak with my hand. I give my hand. I really don't care about
tactile
this.
person. The Italians are always talking
they
like
always touch you. I'm not really like that. I don't like when strangers touch me, honestly. But yeah, it's kind of way to share love between us, sympathy, So I remember Balqasem when he saw me giving my hand, he didn't say anything to me. Like, he didn't come, why you are giving your hand, because people picture Muslim men like this, like they are proud. No, it just one day talking to me and say, I would like to talk about things, then it's up to you. Here in Algeria, this is the culture. The woman and man who don't know each other, they don't shake their hands. So you are free to do whatever you want to do, but just I want to let you know how things work in Algeria. And at some point I understood, because traveling is learning, Get in touch with people from other country with other cultural, ethnical background mean literally learning something new and respecting.
Opening your mind.
Opening your mind and respecting.
Helping you understand other mentalities.
Even though for me it was weird, I understood. I say, okay, why I should do something that people here, they don't do really. So I stopped giving my hand. I stopped shaking hand. Not because I'm a bad person or I'm oppressed, because I understood that culturally...
You respected the culture.
Yeah, they don't do it. So that's it. Then I entered more inside the Islam, the story of giving hand to people, to men you don't know. Now, in general, I don't give my hand. Even not to women. Like I'm like this. I don't give my hand.
Just to avoid.
I put my hand on. And this is strange maybe for Italian people. Yes. Now with Italian people, I'm different. Because it's my culture, it's my country. When I come back to home, I know everybody. But that's what I mean. Like, there is a respect. Balqasem is a respectful person. understand that I'm not Algerian, it's not Italian. We have two different points of view. Just we try to match. Not always happen, but we try to do our best to understand each other. That's it. That is respect.
Amazing. This is really beautiful that a lot of people get to know your relationship from inside.
If we start learning and understanding this, we can live all together in peace.
Peacefully.
Because, listen, respecting doesn't mean sharing. I will tell you exactly what I mean. Like sometimes Italian people, they think that as a Muslim, to show them my respect, I should go to church for Christmas. I don't know why they think so, but there are people who wrote me many times things like this.
Italian people wrote you to your social media, saying
in private,
you have to demonstrate that you are showing respect.
Why you don't go if
go
you
to the church.
Really are respectful as Muslim and you want to integrate in my country? I'm already Italian. I don't have to integrate anywhere. You should go and with your family during Christmas time to the church. No, that is not the respect. I'm respecting you means I'm sitting with you. I know that you are going to the church. I will never be against. I do not care. You are free to do whatever you want. But sharing, it doesn't mean always respecting. Like I do not, how many times you Raouf, you say to another person, if you really respect me, you will come with me to the mosque. Or
never.
You will do Ramadan.
I would never do something like this.
I never did.
Never.
I don't care. But unfortunately, some people think if I respect you, I must go with you to the church. Or I must enjoy the holiday of Christmas. Yes, I do with my family. When I go, I sit with them. But it's something more about commercial stuff, capitalism, than religious things,
It's an occasion to sit with your family
in 2024,
that you see 3 times per year.
Please tell me in 2024 what we have really religious in the Christianism is that more of the thing we do in the family.
It's more commercial things.
It's more commercial. So when people criticize me Muslim too, why you are sitting with your family during Ramadan during Christmas time?
And we can see atheist people celebrate the Christmas without any problem. They are not praying.
Yeah,
they are eating, but not praying.
They're eating. What's wrong in sitting with my family and sharing a dinner or a lunch? Nobody's gonna die. Yeah.
Just like the same occasion.
I think God is really smart. He doesn't need the small details. You know?
He's the creator.
He's the creator of everything. I don't think so. He's gonna get involved in something like this if there is a respect and love between each other.
Talking about your parents, I know. I think a lot of people want to know their first impression, their first reaction when they first converted to Islam and when they first saw you with hijab and when you first present Belqasem to them. 3 questions.
So when I convert, they did not come with me to the mosque. But it's not a problem because my daddy was not even going to the church anymore. So I don't see something disrespectful in this. Everybody's free, so it's okay. My sister came. It was important for me that my sister is with me, and that's happened. For the first week, my mom was avoiding me. And then one day I met her inside the house and I told her, dude, you can't even talk to me. I say, what happened to you? Like this, what happened to
Mamma, che cosa fai?
And my mom is this small, like woman, blonde with these blue eyes looking cute at me, cute. And I say, what happened? And she started crying.
Oh, poor one.
And she told me, I don't have anything against you. I don't think what you did is bad. I'm just afraid that this word will hurt you. And I cannot think as mom that somebody will hurt you just because you decide to be Muslim. So my mom, she was worried. You know, you listen a lot of stuff on social media and TV. So my mama was really scared. When I wear the hijab, it was different because my daddy told me one sentence. Then we talked a lot about this because between me and my daddy, there is a very open mind conversation always. He told me, I teach you to be free. Why now you are giving up on your freedom? And this is something a lot of people tell me, you know, but I did not expect from my daddy because my dad is a very cultivated person, you know, is an ex-journalist, is a writer at his own page, like he's followed and is always very...
Maybe he was talking from the emotions, from the heart.
I think.
From his intention to protect you.
But that's what I said. I don't have... Listen, I say to my daddy, freedom is not about showing or not showing centimeter of our skin. Freedom is another thing. I'm free like this, and I want to be free like this. If tomorrow I decide to don't wear a hijab, it's up to me. But I feel free this way, and I still feel free this way. So I say that it's not about I'm covering myself, so I gave up on my freedom. What's freedom? What is for you freedom? Freedom is following your inner feeling, you know? If I feel being like this, what's the problem? What's the big deal? Unfortunately, in 2024, people defend only one side of the freedom.
Yes. The freedom they want, they believe in.
And that is not freedom. That is a social construction, and always will be. Woman, we think to be free just because we can go around in miniskirt and crop top. It's not freedom.
It's not freedom, it's ego.
It's not, no, it's not even about that. You know what? I remember a couple of years ago, they forbidden in French the hijab in the school. And I was talking to a friend, and I say, look at what is going to happen. Today is the hijab, tomorrow is the skirt. After 1 month, in another school, they forbidden women to wear skirt at school. So it's always about forbidding women doing something. That's why I say freedom is not going around in crop top and miniskirt. It's going around the way you like. If you like it to be like this, it's fine. And people come to me and say, but a lot of women are oppressed, like they are pushed to wear it. But it's not deciding for me that is gonna help these women. The communication is gonna help this woman. Talk to them, ask them. Ask what they really think. Don't assume that because there are unfortunately women in 2024 pushed to wear hijab, that all we are pushed to wear hijab. Because there are women in 2024, they are pushed to go around with skirt and crop top, and they would not do that. Because I remember at my teenager time, there were girls were pushed by society to look in a certain way, because if you don't do, people will think you are an outsider.
Tattoos, for example.
There was the fashion, and I'm a person who has tattoo. I did it before converting to Islam, but a person who has tattoo.
This is a way of oppression.
But this society is oppressive.
I know.
That's why I don't accept when people tell me, like my dad did at the time, you are giving up your freedom. Now this is my freedom. This is the way how I'm freely expressing myself. If tomorrow will change, this is up to me and to God. But today, this is the way how I express myself. So when people come and write that stupid and awful comment saying I'm an half woman because I'm not showing my body, please.
I would like to touch this topic because I know that now I know that you have your own profile in social media. as Belkacem does. And I know that you are sharing a lot in Italia and in Europe.
They are
Your story.
destroying.
Please share with me the hate.
A lot of hate.
You are receiving.
A lot of hate.
Because of your hijab.
Because of everything. Because of everything. Can you even imagine that in 2024 there is a person call you alpha woman because I'm wearing hijab? It's unbelievable, but it's not just alpha woman. The spread because I'm covering my body. What's wrong with that? If I'm good, it's clear that I'm good. It's clear that I'm good and I agree in covering my body. It's not about religion. I started this process before converting to Islam because I started to change my idea of elegance. I want to be feminine and beautiful in another way. I have friends, until today, they sometimes joking, they say, I don't remember the last time I saw your skin. And I know them since when I was 23 years old. So it's not something new. I converted when I was 27.
8 years of Islam.
And until 24, I was going with bikini to swim during summertime. I never have a problem with my body because somebody tried to touch me, but I don't really care. Tell me you are covering yourself because you are fat. Body shaming even. There is everything in the middle. Islamophobia, body shaming, verbal violence against a woman. So I receive a lot of hate from my people. And unfortunately, I'm in the middle of a war. Why? Because I have my Italian Western community who point the finger saying, you gave up on your freedom, you gave up I don't know what. You are oppressed, you are not woman enough, you are destroying the fight of centuries of fight of women.
Religious
and
fight.
The other side, the Muslim, is hard too.
This I can understand less. Why?
You really?
I can understand less. I mean, this should be, you should be proud that a woman from Italia, from the Western world, is able to raise the flag of Islam and say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, proudly against his family, against his culture, against everything. Why you should be proud? Why you are receiving hate?
I'm receiving hate for the way I wear a hijab. I'm sorry, but listen.
Small brain. For me, it's small brain.
There is, unfortunately, I love my community, but and this is not Islam. These are the people who are part of this community.
It has nothing to do
So
with
I don't blame the religion itself. I blame the people. The problem, Raouf, is that women do not talk about this topic often. Now they are starting sharing on social media because there is Instagram, there is TikTok, so we can freely talk, without the fear that somebody is gonna censor our word. But I receive a lot of hate from Muslim people, especially Muslim women, for the way how I wear my hijab. And I would like to my hijab. And it's really, it hurt me sometimes. Not because I care about their opinion.
Because you're a person.
Because I think, dude, why? Why hurting a Muslim woman who's trying to do her best to follow her faith? You're showing the neck, your hair is visible, your clothes are not appropriate.
Man, judging.
But judging. But Islam teaches us to don't judge. So why are you judging me? Why you can't keep it? They say it's a device. I didn't ask for it. If I was an device, I go first to the Quran, and then I ask my husband, that is Muslim, and he knows. And if I don't ask my husband, I ask to his mom first, honestly, because she is graduated. She has a graduation in Islamic science.
Mashallah.
If I have a hijab, I ask first the Quran. Then the people I love and the people who love me and know me, I'm doing wrong. There is something wrong in what I'm doing, in the way I am. Like, why people are attacking me so bad? And they do not understand there is so much pressure. Because I walk in Western country, and I always people looking, with rage. Look at this woman wearing a hijab. I had the people in Italy, in the city of Bologna, refusing to give me even a coffee because I look Muslim. People who offended me in the street, people who offended me in the store, call me savage and non-civilized because I'm wearing a hijab. So I already every day facing
Hate.
This rage, this violence, verbal violence from this side. So I would like to find comfort in my Muslim community, but unfortunately people hate me even there because I do not look at the way they want, and it can't be.
Yeah.
And this is a relationship between me and God, and nobody can enter in the middle,
Allah, and Allah.
I do not want suggestion, because then it's easy when, I read many times people writing me, so take it off. If you cannot wear properly, so take it off.
But who are you?
Then you know what they do? When you take it off, they will blame you. But Rauf, we are human beings, and we live a very stressful and difficult life.
Yes.
And sometimes we cannot fight back.
Yeah.
Sometimes we say, you know what? I will take it off. And I will walk in the street and nobody know who I am. And nobody will judge me. And nobody will be abusing me verbally for the way I look. And on social media, nobody will abuse me verbally because I don't wear properly hijab. That is the problem. Do not say to a woman who is trying to be a better version of herself as Muslim, because you can be Muslim without wearing a hijab, okay? You can be a Muslim woman, a faithful Muslim woman without wearing a hijab. So I'm wearing a hijab, and I say to the people, do not do that, because a woman, especially from women, I do not expect this violence, because you know what that means. Every single day, waking up, wearing your hijab, and leave your house. Maybe for some people it can be easy in Algeria, where the 90% of population wearing hijab.
But in Europe, it's very difficult. Especially in the times of terrorism.
It's a jihad.
It's a jihad.
It's the real meaning of jihad.
I know.
It's every day, it's energy, it's investment of energy to look at yourself and say, okay, do it.
I will fight for Allah. I will fight for my religion. I will fight to make alive to keep alive my faith.
So I would suggest to people who are listening me to stop doing that. Leave this to Allah. Leave this to God. Do not do that, because that sentence for you is easy to write behind your computer.
Very easy.
Or your phone. But in the other side, there is a person that maybe is not strong enough and will prefer to remove her hijab because she cannot take it anymore.
I would like to send a message from this side with my poor English. Hopefully they can understand me.
We are poor English too, I guess.
Nowadays it's very difficult to keep our faith alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very difficult to be Muslim. Rasulullah said There will be a time that it will be very difficult to keep your faith and to keep being Muslim, especially in the case of girls and women wearing hijab. It's a daily battle, and they are being judged daily in their lives. We need to support them. We need to support each other. We need to be a community. Please, support. We need to support each other. No hate, no judgments. Let's support each other to live better and to have a peaceful life. That's it.
And to make things easy for each one of us. Because we need to understand that religion is something private.
I'm really grateful to you for sharing this story. You got emotional. I felt it.
Because I'm not crying. I say, compose yourself. Recollecting myself what I'm talking.
It's a huge part.
Because this hurt me so much.
I know.
Because I live it on my skin. I live it in the airport when they arrested me. When the police still harassed me in the airport. Okay, when they told me you need to remove it. When they take me by force inside the room to check me. That for me is an abuse.
It is.
Okay? We are in 2024. You have your camera. You have everything. You don't need to see anything else. But it's always like this wherever I go.
In all airports. Western airports.
Even in Barcelona happened to me. And I was smiling to them and say, okay, let's go to the room. Let's check in my body. Maybe I'm hiding something. I don't know. But I live this constantly. And I live this when I want to go to swim. Look at the freedom Western countries are talking about. I go to swim. You cannot, because you are wearing burkini, which is made of the same fabric at the beginning. I cannot, because my vision can bother other people. And this is happening in Algeria too. And Algeria is a Muslim country. There are hotels, 5-star, where a woman with hijab where a woman with burkini cannot swim. Can you explain that?
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
No,
because you are telling me to keep my religion, my faith, my hijab, and then you treat me like this? So how we can fight in country like where usually the Muslim community is smaller, if the Muslim country is the same thing, dude, this is dangerous.
Very.
So let's try to meet each other,
find the balance.
And to find the balance, yes. To respect each other and to love each other and to don't judge. And if we believe in God, as we say, let's leave this to God. That's it. I'm not talking about people who don't believe in God. I'm talking about as a Muslim community, as Christian, because we share the same God.
Yes,
we share God. We don't have different
We
gods.
worship the same God.
We worship the same God. So I said, just leave this to God.
They call him Jesus Christ. We call him Allah.
But because change their people say, now you have Allah. But Allah is God. Me, the 99% now I say Allah sometime to you because you are an Arabic speaker.
Yes.
Okay, originally. So in my life, 99% of the time, I call Allah Dio.
Dio.
Because it's Italian.
Dios.
Dio. I don't call Dio Allah. Like Lebanese Christian. How they call God?
Allah.
Yes. Like Allah. And if you say you listen to them, they are praying in the same way Muslims pray.
Yes. With the same words. And they use the same words.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, Inshallah, Bismillah. Because they share the same language.
It's amazing to talk about that. It's amazing.
Anyway.
It's very interesting to talk about that. I would like to finish the podcast with what maybe I will make you choose.
Yeah.
About the best country you have ever visited. You've been in 65 countries. What an amazing journey. We have been through this with Belkacem a lot. maybe you can do a small summarize about all this journey of 65 countries. Best country, what is the best advice you can give to a woman wearing hijab traveling? Apart from
don't listen to people.
Be strong. Don't listen to people.
So I would say, first of all, I don't have a best country.
Right.
Because I think each country is very particular. Okay. So there are things positive and negative. It cannot be all roses and flower or everything bad. So I can tell you about the best experience I had in some of this country I visited in these 5 years. For sure, Mexico. I have a beautiful memory of Mexico. Mexico really touched me so much. The people, the culture, the vibes, everything. So, and then there is Indonesia. Specifically Bali.
You like Bali?
Oh, so much.
Because I'm receiving a lot of bad inputs about Bali. It's so commercial. I don't like it.
Of course, if you go to Buddha, to club, to dance, man, and of course you don't have beautiful. That is what I see people coming and saying they did nothing in Bali.
You like it?
I love Bali. I love Indonesian people.
Temples.
I will tell you something. Indonesian people of Bali, they are, for the 92%, they are Hindu.
Yeah.
The Hinduism of Bali is such a beautiful and spiritual religion.
Right.
Have you ever seen the Indonesian people of Bali? They fight? No, they don't fight.
Never.
Never. I never seen two Indonesian fighting in Bali. They live their life
peacefully. Wow.
Peacefully. They are beautiful. They are amazing. I spend so much time when I go to Bali with local people that when people come and they say, I was in Canggu, Seminyak. It's not Bali. It's not Bali, Canggu, Seminyak. They are Europe, America, Australia, because it's full of expats right there.
Yes.
So, yeah, for sure Bali. And in general, Indonesia, because I love Indonesia and I love Indonesian people.
Bad experience?
A lot of bad experience.
Afghanistan?
No, Afghanistan, it was a positive experience.
Really?
Yeah. I would, if I need to
Cameroon?
compare, I like it. If I can choose, maybe I would not come back because there are things to do, but I mean, if I can choose something else better, maybe, to do some another experience, but the people, they were wonderful. I like it more Ivory Coast. The people of Ivory Coast are more, they have a really good vibes. The culture is amazing. Bad experience, place where I would not come back, Balkans country, probably. All the Balkan country except for Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Bosnia is Muslim? Is there...
most of the country are Muslim. Kosovo is predominantly Muslim. Albania has a huge community Muslim. Macedonia has a huge community Muslim, but the problem is there are so many problems in Balkans. I experience a lot of hate, a lot of problems.
Racism.
Yeah, so much. Because at the beginning of Caso Este, we were traveling by Pepec. So people think we are illegal migrant, and the hate I experience, I can write a 10 book about it.
Oh, amazing.
It was really, really awful. We had a better experience in Romania too. We were taken by... We don't talk about this stuff on social media. We should start doing that because people think we are on vacation and they don't know what doesn't means. Caso Este.
Maybe they need to know also your difficulties. And
but Rauf, when Caso Este was born to share you the beauty, to enjoy,
yes. Yes.
People have so many problems in their daily life that when they open social media, maybe they don't want to listen about dramas, They want to just disconnect and enjoy. That's what I want. That's the positivity I wanted to share with people. But then it became something out of control because people think we are enjoying mocktail, watching the sunset, and we are on vacation.
That's it.
It's not a vacation, Caso Este.
It's work.
It's a lot of work. And most of the time we have a lot of problems during our trip. And we fix them and we go forward. I was able, when the police in Romania took us from the train, treat us like trash, to open my camera and show people what doesn't mean to be called terrorist face to face. At the time, I even think to report the situation to my Italian embassy, and then I gave up because I said it's not going anywhere. Maybe I could show that part of Caso Est.
I think this could be interesting. Maybe you can make things change.
Yeah, no. It's time that people understand that Caso Est is not a channel talking about vacation. It's a channel talking about life, talking about people, experiences.
And hopefully this podcast will help people to know you better.
Inshallah.
I think for sure people will know you better. We'll know more about your personality, about your personal story. This is what my goal about this podcast, that I wanted to complete the loop.
Yeah, listen, you know why we don't talk about our private life? Because Caso Est is about travel. But we have a private life. Behind Caso Est, there are two people, Belkacem and Esther. Each one of us with his story, with his drama, with his fear and tears and problem. And the last year it was very hard, and we are still standing, trust me.
Why, sister?
There are things I cannot talk about it, but it was really hard. And we are still standing. If only people know the 1%
of your
of
drama,
what Esther and Belkacem lived in 2024, maybe they will understand. There are life behind all of this. And each one of this trip, each one of this country is an investment of energy, of hope. And we try to inspire people to do the same. Not to do what we do, but to be themselves. If you want to travel, do it. If you want to visit the world, do it. I would suggest to anybody to do the same thing we did. Because if I had talked about this topic with my family before leaving my country, I was going to going to work for the company I was working for in Barcelona in 2019, behind the computer, sitting and dreaming to be in Antarctica or I don't know where.
Very different from your life now, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm so proud of that.
I'm so proud of you both. It's a huge pleasure.
I'm so proud of the place where we have been and the place where we are now. And yeah, to close this podcast, for those who are still wondering, Caso Est is made of two people, Esther and Belkacem. Belkacem and Esther. It's not Belkacem itself alone. If there is no Esther, there is no Caso Est.
You are
if there
complementary
is no
story.
Belkacem,
Yes.
there is no Caso Est.
You complement each other.
We are together.
Yes.
We are working hard together. This is our
Story.
project. This is our story.
Thank you so much, Esther.
Thank you.
It was a huge pleasure to have you.
I don't know how long we spent talking over here.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
The longest
but I imagined.
podcast I've ever done.
Trust
and I
me.
expected that because I knew Esther has.
It could be even longer if we keep talking.
Thank you so much, sister, for your presence.
Thank you so much to you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your emotional speech. Thank you for all. I'm very proud of this project and of this
I
episode.
hope you will go far.
Thank you so much, sister. شكرا، يعطيكم الصحة اللي تبعتونا في احكي وش تعرف. Give us a lot of share. أعطونا بزاف لي جام. Give us a lot of likes. أعطونا بزاف لي بارطاج. تهلاو في روحكم.
ديروا لايك
وتابعونا في احكي وش تعرف. السلام عليكم. تهلاو في روحكم.